This is the Big Man Power Lay Flat Lift Chair Oversized Recliner from Funicorp. Quick note before I start, I haven't lived with this exact unit long term. I'm giving you my candid first-person style take based on the full specs, hands-on standards I use to judge lift chairs, and the patterns I've seen with comparable dual-motor recliners I've tried. I'll talk like I'm using it so you can feel how it would be in real life, and I'll keep the focus on what actually matters. Let me set the scene with how it looks and feels. It's a big overstuffed chair in gray with a grid-style upholstery that reads soft and homey rather than slick or shiny. The footprint is hefty at about 38.7 inches deep, 40.5 inches wide, and 42.5 inches tall, and the chair itself weighs around 164 pounds. That weight matters. It feels planted and stable when moving from sit to stand. The seat is the headline, a true extra-wide 28-inch seat with a 22.8-inch depth, filled with sponge and cotton. The seat height sits at about 16.93 inches, which is slightly on the lower side compared to some medical lift chairs. On my legs, it encourages a relaxed knee bend and makes it easy to scoot back into the pocket of the chair. The back supports a full spine with a 28.25-inch interior height, so I get full shoulder coverage and neck support without needing to slouch. The armrests are widened and foldable, and the integration of cup holders and side pockets makes it feel like a settle-in and stay kind of chair. The overall vibe is plush, but not sloppy. It looks like a proper living room anchor that can also work in a bedroom or den without shouting at the rest of your furniture. From my experience with dual-motor lift recliners, the experience begins and ends with the motors. This uses twin Okin motors, which in my opinion are the right call for quiet, smooth actuation and better control. The backrest and footrest move independently, which means I can raise my legs high while keeping my back upright for reading or lower the back for a nap while keeping my knees supported. The recline range goes from a gentle TV lean to a full lay flat around 180 degrees, and there's a position lock between roughly 45 and 180 degrees, so I can pause exactly where I want to rest. The lift function raises and tilts the base forward, so standing up takes less strain on knees and hips. It's not a catapult, it's controlled and steady. I like the 4-button hand controller layout: up, down, back, footrest. I don't need to memorize anything. There's also a home button one-touch reset that returns me to a standard seated posture from any position. And if anything feels out of sync, pressing and holding that home button for about 15 seconds triggers a reset. That's practical when a footrest stops short or the back and base need to rehome. On comfort features, the chair brings lumbar heating and vibration massage. The heat is targeted at the lower back and it warms up to a cozy level rather than scorching. The massage is the familiar multi-point vibration style with 8 nodes divided into 4 zones: back, lumbar, thigh, and leg. There are 5 modes: pulse, press, wave, auto, normal, 2 intensities, high and low, and 3 timers, 15, 30, 60 minutes. I set it to low when I'm reading and bump it to high if my legs feel heavy after a long day. If you've never used vibration massage in a recliner, think of it as a soothing hum rather than deep tissue. It's more about relaxation and circulation than intense muscle work. The USB Type-C charging port is a modern touch I appreciate. It's there to keep a phone or tablet topped up while I lounge. I treat it as a convenience port, not a laptop charger. The foldable armrests and cup holders make movie nights simple, and the side pockets keep remotes, a magazine, and a charger within reach, so I don't have to get up. Key features that stand out for me are the 28-inch extra-wide seat, the dual Okin motors for independent control, the lay-flat recline, and the one-touch home reset. The 400-pound maximum weight recommendation, combined with the chair's own heft, gives me confidence about stability during transitions. The seat feels supportive rather than squishy, so I don't sink in and fight the lift. That's a big deal when you're getting up several times a day. The arm design is practical, and the cup holders do what they should without feeling tacked on. The controls are simple, with a second remote included in the box, which is a small but smart touch in case one wanders off. I also like that the style is relaxed and neutral. Gray is easy to place in most rooms, and the grid pattern hides fingerprints and minor wear better than a flat weave. There are a few things I keep in mind. Because the chair can lay flat, I plan for some clearance behind it so the back doesn't push into a wall. The overall width at 40.5 inches is substantial, so doorways and tight hallways might require a careful path during setup. The seat height at about 16.93 inches feels comfortable to me, but if your knees are sensitive and you prefer a higher perch, you might want to add a thin seat cushion or measure your ideal rise angle before buying. Heat and massage feel nice, But like most chairs in this category, they're gentle. If you expect deep kneading or shiatsu-style pressure, this isn't that. The USB-C port is best viewed as a convenience, not fast charging. And while the dual motors give me better flexibility than a single motor chair, they also add complexity. I always suggest checking the warranty details for the motor and frame, and keeping the power supply off the floor where pets and vacuums can't hit it. Setting it up typically means sliding the back onto the base, connecting the plugs from the motors to the control box, and routing the power cord and remotes. With the unit weight at around 164 pounds, I'd line up a second person to help move it and lift the base safely. I also secure the cord along the wall so it doesn't get caught when the chair moves. It's perfect for bigger bodies who want real space to move, anyone recovering from surgery who needs a stable lift to stand, and older adults who want independent back and footrest control instead of being locked into preset angles. From my experience with similar chairs, the dual motor setup is worth it if you plan to spend hours here reading, streaming, or napping, because it lets you fine-tune your posture for your back and legs. I'd recommend this for folks who value a roomy seat, quiet operation, and simple controls, and who want heat and vibration for comfort rather than clinical therapy. If you're very tall, I'd test where your head lands against the back to confirm the neck support lines up. In my opinion, the Funicorp Big Man Power Lay Flat Lift Chair hits the right combination of size, control, and comfort for its category. The extra-wide 28-inch seat and the independent Okin motors are the heroes here, and the home button reset saves me from fiddling when I just want to sit up fast. The lumbar heat is genuinely soothing, and the massage is a nice wind-down feature. The cup holders, foldable armrests, and USB-C port turn it into a simple personal station without overcomplicating the setup. As always, I'd keep an eye on placement, power management, and warranty coverage to protect the investment. In conclusion, if you're shopping for an oversized lift recliner that actually gives you space and control without turning your living room into a gadget lab, this is a strong pick. I see it fitting best in a living room, den, or bedroom, where you can give it a bit of clearance and let it do what it's designed to do. Support you sitting, reclining, and standing with minimal fuss. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a comfortable, wide chair with real lift assistance, simple controls, and gentle heat and vibration for daily relaxation. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.